Captain Zara Chen had seen many strange things during her 3 years aboard the exploration vessel Wanderer's Dream, but nothing quite prepared her for the sight of a crystalline creature no larger than her fist, trapped beneath the wreckage of what appeared to be an organic spacecraft on the asteroid Kepler 442c. The creature's scales shimmered with an inner light, shifting between deep emerald and sapphire blue as it struggled weakly against the twisted biometal that pinned its tiny wing. Its large, intelligent eyes met hers through her helmet visor, and she saw something that made her chest tighten, pure, desperate hope. "Command, I'm going to need an emergency containment unit," she radioed back to the ship, already moving toward the trapped being. "And prep the medical bay. I've got a survivor here." Her crew's protests crackled through the comm as she carefully lifted the debris. The creature was even smaller than she'd thought, weighing perhaps 2 pounds at most. As she cradled it in, her gloved hands, it made a sound, part chirp, part musical trill, that somehow conveyed gratitude across every language barrier in the galaxy. Dr. Yuki Tanaka, the ship's xenobiologist, was waiting in the medical bay when Zara arrived. "My God," she breathed, scanning the creature with her instruments. "Zara, do you realize what this is? The biosignatures are off the charts. This isn't just any alien. These readings suggest capabilities that shouldn't be possible in something this size." The tiny being, barely the length of Zara's palm, turned its head toward Dr. Tanaka's scanner and made another musical sound. Suddenly, every screen in the medical bay lit up with complex mathematical equations that made both women step back in amazement. "It's trying to communicate," Zara whispered, "and it's brilliant." Over the following days, as the creature's injured wing healed in their specially prepared habitat, the crew learned that their guest was far more than they'd initially assumed. Engineer Marcus Webb discovered the being examining the ship's quantum drive with intense fascination, its large eyes tracking every component. When he offered it a stylus, it began drawing incredibly detailed schematics on his tablet, improvements to their propulsion system that were decades ahead of human technology. "Look at this," Marcus called everyone to the engineering deck one morning. "Our little friend here has been busy." Where there had once been an empty corner near the secondary power coupling, a structure had appeared overnight. It wasn't built, it was grown. Crystalline formations jutted from the floor and walls, creating what could only be described as a miniature cave system, complete with chambers and tunnels that glowed with soft, bioluminescent light. The creature, whom Zara had started calling Echo after its musical communications, perched proudly on a crystal outcropping at the cave's entrance. When it saw them approaching, it spread its now-healed wings and made a complex series of melodic sounds. "The universal translator is picking up fragments," Communications Officer Lisa Park reported, her eyes wide as she watched her instruments. "It's saying something about home building and gratitude nest and preparation for growth time." Dr. Tanaka ran her tricorder over the crystalline structure. "These formations aren't just decorative, they're actually interfacing with our ship's systems. Look," she pointed to her readings. "They're improving our power efficiency by 12%. And these formations here are collecting and purifying the air in ways our life support systems can't match." Echo chirped and flew to Zara's shoulder, nuzzling against her neck with surprising warmth. Through the ship's improved translation, Matrix, which Echo had somehow upgraded during the night, came a clear message. "Thank you for saving me. I build home cave to repay kindness. Soon I will be big enough to help more." "Big enough?" Zara asked gently. In response, Echo projected a holographic display from its tiny claws. The image showed the creature, but not as it was now, as it would become. The projection revealed a magnificent being, still crystalline and beautiful, but massive, easily the size of their entire ship, with wings that could span asteroid belts and a consciousness vast enough to hold the knowledge of stars. "You're not just any alien," Zara breathed. "You're a baby dragon." Echo's musical laughter filled the engineering bay. Through the translator came, "My species are what you might call cosmic gardeners. We travel between worlds, helping civilizations grow." But I was still too young when the raiders attacked my ship. You saved me when I was weakest. Now I build Nest Cave to learn from humans. Your species fascinates me." "How so?" Dr. Tanaka asked, genuinely curious. The small dragon tilted its head thoughtfully. "Most species that find injured strangers either ignore them or capture them for study. Humans see suffering and feel compelled to help, even when it brings no advantage. This is rare, beautiful. I wish to understand this trait better." Over the weeks that followed, Echo's cave system expanded throughout the ship, always improving their technology while maintaining the vessel's original character. The crew found that their little dragon was learning from them just as much as they were learning from him. When they received a distress signal from a colony ship under attack by space pirates, it was Echo who provided the solution. His cave systems had grown sophisticated enough to generate defensive shielding and weapons that could disable rather than destroy, protecting the innocent while giving the attackers a chance to surrender. "You learned that from us, didn't you?" Zara asked as they watched the pirate ships retreat, their weapons harmlessly dissolved by Echo's crystalline defense grid. Echo, now grown to the size of a house cat, curled up in Zara's lap and purred, a sound like distant thunder mixed with wind chimes. "Humans taught me that strength without compassion is meaningless. When I am fully grown, I will carry this lesson to the stars." As the Wanderer's dream continued its journey through the cosmos, its crew began to understand that they hadn't just rescued an alien creature. They had found a teacher, a friend, and perhaps most importantly, proof that the universe was vast, enough for all kinds of magic, including the simple, profound magic of kindness between strangers. And in the depths of space, Echo's crystalline cave hummed with gentle light, a home built not just of crystal and starlight, but of gratitude and the promise of wonders yet to come.